Mashiach and the Ark of the Covenant. And we find the Ark of the Covenant in the chart for man's illumination, seen before you. The Ark is represented by two luminaries, and these are the Sun at 21 degrees Libra and the Moon at 21 degrees Leo. These two luminaries represent the cherubim either side of the Ark of the Covenant. The Ark was 2.5 cubits long, a cubit and a half wide, and a cubit and a half high. What is a cubit? We find the cubit through this chart of illumination. For between the Sun and the Moon at 21 degrees Leo, the Sun at 21 degrees Libra, is 60 degrees. This equates to the length of the ark itself. The Sun moves in the zodiac 1 degree a day, and 1 degree represents 1 inch. Therefore, the distance between the two cherubim at the either side of the end of the ark represents 60 inches. Therefore, 2.5 cubits represents 60 inches, and 1 cubit would represent 24 inches. Now, as one can see, there are orbs, here Jupiter, here Saturn, and here Pluto, that lie between the cherubim on the ark. And there are 3 items put inside the ark itself: the rod of Aaron, the tablets of the law, and the manna of bread, each representing of the orbs that are within the ark. So this area here is represented in the Tanakh, Torah, the actual Ark of the Covenant. The ark itself, its cubic capacity is 2.5 cubits long, a cubit and a half wide, and a cubit and a half high. This represents 60 inches by 36 inches by 36 inches equals 77,760 cubic inches, and this represents the air. And the air, or the breath of man, is extremely important for illumination. Now, this chart of illumination is also found in representation of one of the major figures in Egypt, that undertook the spiritual revolution of Egypt, Akhenaten. And here we find representation found on the Amarna walls of Akhenaten with his wife Nefertiti and 3 daughters. And Akhenaten on the left is holding a daughter in his arms and kissing her, while on the right is Nefertiti, and she has a child on her lap, and the child by her shoulder that is playing with the rings around her neck. And as one can see, the 2 individuals are separated on 2 seats, and there is a dividing line between the seats. This represents a dividing line in the horoscope itself between two signs. Now, Akhenaten on the left is shown kissing his daughter, and this is represented in the chart here. The Sun and Pluto. There's Akhenaten, the Sun, and there is the child, Pluto. Well, Nefertiti is represented by the Moon, and she has a child here by her neck, and the child plays with the earrings, and this is represented here. This is the North Node, and this is where the Moon eclipsed the Sun's ecliptic in the north during illumination, and it's positioned at 7 degrees Virgo. And here is the daughter on the lap of Nefertiti, Saturn, at 21 degrees Virgo. So this area here that represents the Ark of the Covenant is also represented in the artwork found on the walls of Amana of Akhenaten. So this reveals that these images, these symbolisms, is showing that Akhenaten understood the chart for illumination, and thereby represented that chart in drawings found, sculpture found on the walls at Amana, his city of the horizon.